Well, we've got another pleasant day out here in south central Montana. Last week I poured this concrete slab around my geothermal tube that's going to go underneath my stock tank. This is a 100-gallon tank, and you saw all that last week. Well, this week we're looking for a shift in our weather. We're probably going to be rain for the next 2-3 days, changing into snow and going down for our lows in the evenings for the teens. So this is kind of my good opportunity to get this buttoned up. Because I raised this tube, or actually lowered the concrete around the top of this tube, I need to make an alteration a little bit around the base of my tank frame here that's insulated. So I'm going to try to accomplish that today. I did get my gate hung. I'd like to work on this shed. We'll see how far I get. I did bring out some ground contact material. I got some 2x6s, and then I have some 1x material. It's actually probably closer to 5/4, also by 6, that I'm going to use around the base of my frame. This is the base of my 100-gallon stock tank, and it needs to set on a fairly level base, but I left the top of my tube for my geothermal higher than my concrete so that it would shed moisture if it came in. So I'm going to build a frame around the base of my stock tank cover that will come up and accommodate this raised difference here. So if I take the screen off of my tube, this is to keep the mice and little furry critters from falling down my tube. As I poured this concrete, I laid it to where it's level. Well, my tube doesn't set level. I'm a bit low on this side, till about right here I'm flush, and I'm a little high on this side, again till about right here. So this half of the tank I need to take down to about this ridge here. I need to take this tall ridge off. So as this tank sits down, I'm going to put a cross frame here and a cross frame here. Well, I'd like the tank to also to be close to having contact here as well. So I'm going to take this edge off so that as the tank comes down and sets on these frames, it'll also be supported in the center by my tube going down into the ground. It turns out if I just run this parallel to my concrete, it looks to me like this saw is 1.5 inches here from the blade to here, so that should just level this off. Let's see if we can get this to work. One of these things, don't do it at home. Oop, right down in there. That should give me my clearance I need. Same level as the braces I'm going to put in. So my tank should set right about in the middle here, about like so. It looks like if I leave about 24 inches between these two, it'll straddle the tank, and then if they bump up against it, as they're going to, this will help keep the tank from shifting. So I have an extra sheet of this 2-inch. This is R10. I'm going to put another layer around the edge here, kind of build that up. And then I've got some loose pieces I'll fill in and take my fiberglass batting, put it in a little more compactly. And these are going to sit about like so. That should keep this in place. And my geothermal tube should fit right up underneath this tank here. So the plan is, as this sits down on the concrete pad, this will all align itself up. That geothermal tube is going to sit right here, and the support of that circle is also going to add a little support here. This should carry the bulk of the weight of the 100 gallons, which would be, what, 800 pounds. So hopefully this will just straddle that tube. I did pull the lid off because I was just wanting to get rid of some extra weight. Just about so. Winter time, close it up. And this will close up when it gets really cold. Usually if I'm getting 10, 20 below down in there somewhere, I'll close this up, maybe even 0. Got good insulation here. So I'll probably bring my TWP, my total wood protectant, and seal this up a little bit. Eventually I'm going to put tin around it. Hopefully I get it done before it falls apart. My OSB here, it's kind of sensitive to the moisture. I'll see if I have time to do that before winter sets in. But one thing closer, getting my livestock water ready for winter again. Well, yesterday I finished up my stock tank, and you just watched that. I ran out of daylight and I needed to haul some water. Through the course of the summer, I had used about half of that 3,000 gallons watering some trees, and I had watered some cows in this different pasture here. So I hauled water yesterday afternoon, and then I hauled a load this morning. Well, I had mentioned that the weather's about to change, and it's ended up being a little more severe than they initially anticipated. So I came out this morning and worked on my shed and extended it that 4 feet like I've been wanting to do. So I've got that not completely buttoned up, but it's enough to where it should help them. In the next 2 or 3 days, they're calling for 11 to 12 inches of snow. So I wanted somewhere where they can get in out of that. So I didn't show you all this because I was kind of under the gun. It's been raining all morning. We have a little bit of a break now. I'm kind of a muddy mess, but I got her done enough to where it's functional, and that's really what I needed. So apologize if I didn't show you through all that process. And when I video things, it really does slow me down on production wise, and to beat the rain, I just wanted to get her done. So water tank's done. The shed is closer. I can tune it up here as I get a little more time and the weather permits. And the stock tank, or the 3,000 gallon holding tank, is full. So we got a good start on the winter that's about to start this week. So I do appreciate you following along. Thanks for watching.